Hello, citizens. It's Jay here from Replay Republic, and had a great time in Final Upgrade in the first episode. I'm going to get back into it. I think we're out of the tutorial now, and we're just into sort of the regular gameplay flow, and we're just gonna work our way through the hints. But let's get started. It's a fun game. All right, load up our last round. Let's get back in. So what's going on? We've got a copper station being built. Where we left last time was we have an iron supply chain that runs up to iron ingots, and we have some demand through our colonies now for copper. So we're going to need to build a copper station. We have a miner full of copper. It picked that up from an asteroid. The asteroids seem to change over time what ore they have. So anyway, this one's full of, this miner is full of copper, and we don't really have a great source of planetary copper at the moment. We have two planets that are great for iron, but nothing that's great for copper. Okay, so these guys are busy. Let's just check in on our fleet here, see what's going on. So this is the station copper. It's idle because it's being built. I mean, could we unload this? No, not yet. Oh, there we can. So I can start unloading iron ore from the miner there. Iron extractor, iron ingot. It says it's idle, but everybody who's at Jupiter here, we're just fueling up. This iron ingot system is idle. It says, so if this thing is idle, there might be a trade route that we can build to unload it. So let's check this out. Nope, there isn't. There isn't a single place that's looking for iron ingots right now. So we're going to have to deal with that later. Earth is looking for iron. And do we have a trade route for that? Oh, let's just zoom in for a minute. I mean, just for an animation of we're consuming one thing and making another, they did a really good job. This is fantastic. Let's make sure that we have a trade route for iron from, oh, it looks like we have one for Earth and one for station, which is good. So nothing else to do there. Go back over to Jupiter and see how the station construction is going along. Trade complete. Okay, so let's take this ship and get it out of here. We know we can pick up, well, hold on, we'll go to the map. See if any of these asteroids have changed. Yeah, what is that? I don't even know what this is now. That's not a copper. Wasn't that copper last time? No, wait, the copper was here. So I don't know what that material is, but if we alt over, it's silicon ore and carbon ore. So that would be good to get, but we don't have a tech for it yet. Take a look at that later. Don't need it now. So where can we get copper from? So we select, using the filter button, select copper. Now you can see supply of copper. Nowhere? Nowhere. Do we have no copper available? Interesting. That doesn't seem likely, does it? Well, not there. Not there. Not there. Well, that's got copper. So why doesn't it tell me so? So if I filter to copper, it says there's demand there. Oh, maybe it's putting the demand tile on top of the supply? That's a little problematic. Anyway, let's go back to Jupiter. We can send our copper miner here over to this sector where, oh yeah, there was a shortcut key to do that. This sector here, this has a 2-star copper ore, so we can drag that into the hold. This will land and the robots will go too. Cool. Miner T2 jump to the planet surface. So now we'll seed our supply chain with copper. If we see an asteroid that's full of copper, that would be great. But what is this? That's carbon ore. Yeah, I just don't see a source of copper right now. But we'll keep an eye out for it. Oop. I think I need to slow down my mouse wheel here, which I've just done. There we go. Okay, the station is nearly done. You can hear the boops as each little piece comes in. Don't quite have enough of a single. It's like got two modules here, right? An input and an output, and you don't have enough of either one done to begin processing yet. We do have some energy aboard. Is this thing? This is my energy trader. What is this called? Auto logic, energy carrier. And okay, what's going on? Earth, new order, previous order, iron. I guess we fulfilled that one. Press to collect. Thank you very much. And now it's looking for iron ingots. Let's create a route. Perfect. And let it go. So I guess it feels that the batteries are charged up enough that it's not going to go back to Earth and charge up my energy trader yet, or my energy. Is it a trader? Energy carrier. It's not going to charge up my energy carrier yet. Here, let's distribute this iron or this copper ore between the two inputs. I don't know. I don't know if we ran into trouble doing that earlier, but it definitely processes them faster if you have them in both of the material resource zones. So, so we'll do that, and maybe we'll regret it later. I don't know. That whole thing with trying to get the iron from Venus last time and take it to the mining station, that was really painful. I'd like to avoid having that happen again, but I'd like to understand why it happened, and I don't really understand yet. Anyway, this is going to fill up. Cool. So we have copper, and do we have a trade route for this? We don't. Let's send the copper wherever it wants to go. So we have a supply here. We have some demand there. We have some demand there also. So I don't know if we should build another trade route for that, or if they'll just get to it. Task complete mine. Great, jump to sector. Why is that not quite done? All right, so we'll do a trade route for copper ore from this location to the copper processor, and we'll assign this ship to auto logic to trade routes. No, to mining ore routes. Free resource zones for ore. Oh, again. Sweet. Okay. Let's go over to copper. I don't know. What do we do? We'll just jump it. This worked last time, right? We'll jump it over there manually. I don't know what free resource zones for ore means, but I've run into it a couple of times and I'm not a big fan. Okay. Now. What's your problem, dude? Well, I think we need a trader for copper as well. So let's I think it's easier if you build them at Earth, because then you can fill them up with fuel right there. So we'll get a trader. I don't think we need a huge one. Take the small trader. That's fine. Build it here using basic materials and allow Earth to build it for us. Let me bring in the huge, giant spaceships. Let's see. I feel like there should be more reason to look around like this. I mean, the fact that you can look at the screen in this way and make everything feel 3D is pretty cool, but it doesn't really do very much. Well, it gives you a nice view of construction, I guess. Little hard-working robots. Build it up. It's quite the view, right? Building each little compartment. You know, I'm seeing a lot of the way these these blocks are being built. This really looks like something that I've heard, an algorithm I've heard of, where you, for a bunch of points in 3D space, you say how much of this material is there, and it creates a shape for you. And the algorithm's called marching cubes. And I see it all through this game. Like, you know, the robots, when they build the spaceship, their backpacks collapse, and when they build each block, it sort of fills in. And it doesn't do it in a really organic way. It kind of does it in an angular way. It really looks like somebody's got a great implementation of marching cubes in this game. Anyway, you can look that up if you want to know more about it. It used to be patented and game developers couldn't use it, but I think the patent has expired now. Fill that thing up. And then we can assign it to trade routes, I believe. Sure. Welcome back. So which one is not? That one is not assigned to trade routes. Auto logic. Ship to trade routes. Did you just boop at me? No, you didn't boop at me. Okay. Okay, so iron ingots are being delivered here. We have our energy trader, which will go do important stuff if necessary. And then we've got our larger trader here who's delivering iron. Looks like... do we need to start a new trade route? I think this one was just fulfilled and we need to maybe, yeah, create another trade route. So every time a demand is completed, we must create a trade route anew. What's going on over here? What happened here? Is there demand here? Pharaoh Titan Plate Factory. Pretty sure that was my ship here. And what did it just do? Okay, Earth press to collect. Earth new order. Current order. Previous order. So it's moved. Oh, I see. It's moved from iron ingot to iron. So it couldn't have renewed that anyway. Energy trade complete. So there's these little you might not be able to see because of my screen elements, my recording elements, but there's a stack of icons that appear in the bottom right. Just little check marks, basically, and every once in a while I have to go through them and say, yep, I acknowledge this. So, I could take my energy auto carrier. Well, he's doing a good job. And how's my fleet here? Got miner at Jupiter. Can you? Okay. So for whatever reason, when this thing is empty, it's easy to assign it to a mining route. But when it's full, I think that's the problem. When it's full, it doesn't want to be assigned to a mining route. Do you think that's it? I don't know. I think that might be it. It seems like we fill up a ship and then we want to assign it to a route and it says free resource slot. And I kept thinking that was talking about the station, but maybe it was talking about the miner. Maybe? I don't know. I hope so. I really want to understand this game. I think there's some depth here. Like, right now I'm just building blueprints. I'm just building things that are attached to the tech tree. But, you know, if I wanted to have a station in a system that both processed copper ore to make copper and then took the copper and made copper ingots out of it, like, I could design that station, right? And that would get me around the only one station per system restriction. Sounds good. I'm not quite at that level of comfort yet. I don't really want to mess it up, but I think we should try that eventually. Okay, so cool. I'm gonna have to find a place. If I check the map, this system is asking for copper ingots. there is a lot of copper. I could just create another miner and take care of that. I just, ugh, you know, my credits are really suffering here, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's look at our tech and maybe use, what do we see in the hits? Unlock tech copper ingot. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. We're gonna do that anyway. And then unlock tech oil harvest. Sure, we could do that. Oil harvest. Okay. And plastic plate. We have a colony that's already requesting that. A base for circuit production. Okay. So it sounds like we're going to be building a supply chain for circuits. This sounds very Factorio-like, doesn't it? Except in Factorio, originally your circuits are... Let me think about that. When you need copper, you make copper wire, and then... Isn't it just like iron plate and copper wire? I forget. It's been a while since I played Factorio, and like, no, don't flame me. I've played like, I don't know, hundreds of hours of Factorio. I'm just blanking on it right now. Yeah. So let's go get this copper. Let's go get this copper. Yeah. Let's build a spaceship. Little miner. Big miner. Let's build an enormous miner. Let's do it. Giant. No, that's a trader. Build a giant miner. I just want to build a giant miner. Is that so wrong? I know this is not fiscally responsible. I know it's been a bad year and, you know, everybody's savings account is down, but I just want to build a giant spaceship. So, and I just want to watch the robots do it. Let's zoom in here. Look at these little guys. Hard working. Man. Look at that. So that engine is, you know, it's pretty low detail, and then bang! Suddenly it looks really good. Let's just zoom in there. It's kind of a simple look and feel, and the textures are... I don't know what it is. It's just when you put it all together, there's a really nice look to it. Gosh, they're really wasteful. Look at all that. Those giant blocks of iron just raining down on planet Earth. Look, there's a school down there. Ah! Oh well. Silly robots. Okay, so they're building my giant mining ship, and I'm gonna take my giant mining ship and I'm gonna mine out an asteroid. Gonna mine it completely. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is with asteroids. I know I've talked about, like, I don't know whether it seems like they change materials. I don't know if you have to mine it out completely for it to change materials, or just if you start mining it and then you leave and then you come back, it'll be something different. I'm not clear on that. Because what if you had two ships there and then you left one, and would it change while one's just sitting there? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we'll see. Or maybe we won't, because this thing's so giant, it'll just eat a whole asteroid. I say that, but really it's the robots doing the hard work. So we have some batteries here. Hey, energy trader. Just energy transfer. Just fill up that miner, will you? Okay, you leave a little bit on board. Just empty those batteries. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, you need to refuel. Yeah. The whole 9 yards. Just fill her up. I wonder where Earth gets all its energy. All right, you're back, and you're full of goodness. No, need to drag from a battery to a battery. So fill up the miner. Wow. Those must be like special high capacity energy cells, because this thing, batteries are pretty small. And this thing, I mean, it's just laying waste to the energy on board. So I guess this thing is kind of like a low density energy carrier. Look at it, almost emptied the whole thing. Well, that's cool. Anyway, we won't need to refill that miner for some time. So we'll refill the energy carrier again. And Energy carrier is back. And then we'll say auto logic. Set ship as energy carrier. No? Okay, it's not doing much. Okay, so Earth's orders coming along fairly well. What else has happened? Energy trade is done. I mean, we were just looking at that. Capella, new order. So Capella wants ingots now. Okay, so we're gonna need to get on that copper ingot. Oh, and Vega 4 wants coolant, which is, if I recall, you need to start with water in the tech tree. Yes, water harvest, and then coolant from water. So I'll upgrade that since we're going to need it. And still have lots of upgrade points. Plastic plate circuits, electricity from fuel, lots of tech. Huge tech tree. Amazing. Just in case you don't recall, look at the size of that. Absolute unit. Yes, and a couple of times I've foolishly searched for tech in this tree with my eyes, but I mean, if I just want to find something, I can just... I assume that I'd be able to search, but I guess what this does is just show me all of the techs in no particular order. That's strange. You know, this search interface, I think, should be an actual search. It shouldn't just be show me the same things, but in a different order and larger. Okay. Is this ready? This is not ready. The robots are just putting the finishing touches on the spacecraft. We're building the robot bays. We have 8 robot bays on this. Very nice. So if I put this in the trade route, I imagine it would be tremendously profitable. But we'll have none of that. Profit. Let's go to an asteroid. I didn't even check if that asteroid was the same thing. Yeah, it's copper asteroid. So when this thing shows up, look at that. Look at that. Put that in that. Get in my belly. Get in there. Okay, so all the robots are going, and they're gonna march those cubes right into the cargo bay here. What, did you leave with an empty battery? Energy. That's so strange. It's weird that you would go out and then be like, oh, suddenly battery low. Like, you're a brand new robot, dude. You bring your lunch to work on the first day. That's what you do. Well, actually, you probably don't. They probably take you out. Say, hey, newbie. I'm going out to lunch today. Don't get any ideas. You're buying. Anyway, so we'll fill up this cargo hold and check our spacecraft. What's going on here? Iron ingot is idle. Yeah, let's check our map again. See who wants... Nobody wants any iron ingots. So we've got that station sitting there idle. Boo. Okay, so this planet wants water. This planet wants plastic. And those two want copper ingots. And where can I build a processor for copper ingots? Well, if I filter here, that's demand. We filter on copper ore. Demand deposit. All right, so we have demand for copper there because that's our ore factory, or copper factory that processes ore. We've established that we can't build stations at asteroids for some reason. It's too bad. What is in this system? What is in that system? If I go there, oil, so I don't know. There's not too much going on here. I really need like an empty system. That would be great. So I guess I could use this one. Okay, let's take our energy carrier here. Jump over to the empty system. I just don't want to build a level 2 factory kind of thing in a system where, I mean, we're at a planet where there could be multiple resources being harvested. It didn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. So I want to claim this sector. I'm going to need to put a point into that soon. Let's go to tech, go to copper ingot, build the copper ingot station. So apparently I can press R to rotate, maybe not with stations. Sure. Pay earth for construction. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't like it, but I don't really have any choice right now. Okay, so construction ship type 3 has arrived and they're building some stuff. I could build a construction ship. That's a thought. But what's on board these construction ships, right? We've got robots, fine. Batteries, got gold, titanium gold composite. I don't know how often we use that stuff, but I don't know how to make it. So that might be hard to stock up. Anyway, we'll build this station. Check on our spacecraft. Copper ingot, both idle. Miner. Earth, New Order wants copper. Sure, auto route, copper. Yeah, no problem. It's fine. Do it. And Miner T3 was finished a long time ago. Miner T3 is not going to be able to eat that whole asteroid. It is not going to be able to do that. Let's look. So how much volume is there? It looks like they're mining multiple layers here. It looks like it's like 4 layers deep. So it's not totally obvious when you look at an asteroid how much material is there. Okay, cool. So that's in progress, and you will have a giant load of copper. And then when I do have that load of copper, I'm not going to be able to say start a mining route, because presumably you're not allowed to do that when you have a hold full of some material already, if I understand that. Okay. And did I pick a spot on the map for an ingot refinery? I did, and it's being built. And I should take my energy freighter here. Can you, if I start, I was gonna set it as energy carrier, but oh, it is doing that. So I don't know. Why does it boop like that? It sounds like a reject boop. No, I won't do it. But then it filled up the batteries in this copper ingot processor. So that part's okay. Let's create a trade route. Yes, of copper from supply to, no, we can't do that yet because this thing's not done. Scan sector. Sure, we can take our energy carrier and go scan a sector. This sector, I don't know, what's it called? We don't know. But we can take this and say, energy carrier T1, move here. Forget what you're doing. Move over here. Do a hyper jump. And drum roll. There you are. Energy carrier T1 arrived. Fantastic. So we have a planet with iron ore, water, carbon, and nickel. Cool. Claim sector. Okay, I will do that. Colonization started. What's the next sector you want me to scan? It looks like a reasonable place to scan. Yeah, we'll scan there. That's fine. So jump here. Upgrade tech iron extraction. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Upgrade tech copper extraction. Yeah. So those are both level 2. No, copper's at 3. Copper's at 2. Iron's at 3. Iron ingot is at 2. I have 7 upgrade points. Build production coolant. Yeah, I don't have a good place for that yet. Or I haven't figured one out. Claim sector. Sector claimed 16 of 16. So if I go to, how do I find sectors? Can I just type S? No, that's not gonna work. So now that I know where sector is in this map, this search screen is no help at all. I don't know, maybe it's find things that use that? I'm not clear on that. Sectors limit. Upgrade. What else is here? Let's look closely. Close that. Robot build screen, stationary weapon control, hyper jump optimization. What does that do? Energy conservation. That sounds like a way to save money. We upgrade that. Sounds reasonable. Increases the quantity of items teleported. Might not be there yet. Increases the amount of energy transferred. So these are all efficiency except for sectors limit. Okay. Extractor. Performance. Oh, so that makes the energy usage go up as the production speed goes up. So I better be careful about that one. How do I produce energy? Electricity from fuel. Fuel from oil. Really? Really? This whole space technology thing is oil powered? Wow. Electricity from carbon. Oh, we have different electricity from hydrogen, electricity from uranium. Oh, fission. All right, annihilation ray. I just wanted to point that out, that there's a technology that says annihilation ray. Sounds like serious business. Okay, what was I doing? I was upgrading tech copper abstraction. Sure, yeah, no problem. I will accept that hint. And I'm looking at my map. Scan sector. Where am I now? What does that 2 stars mean? I don't know. Bring your energy carrier here. Hyper jump. I don't know what the stars mean. And I wish it would tell me. Level up. Okay, so this is a terrible planet, except it has uranium, which probably makes it amazing. I probably want to claim this one too. 100,000? Oh, maybe the stars are how much it's going to cost me in like powers of 10. Because a lot of the planets I claim are 10,000. Or, excuse me, 1,000. Sometimes they're 10,000. This one's 100,000. That's a lot. And I don't even have that aboard this ship. I don't even think this ship holds that much. We zoom in here. What does each battery hold? 1,000? Do I have 100 of those batteries on board? I do not. So I would need a bigger energy carrier. I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Okay, so let's set this thing to be an energy carrier. No, you're just gonna hang out? I wish... Well, maybe it'll just do what it needs to do later on. I'll just leave it alone. So if I want to claim this for 100,000, or do I really want to claim it for 100,000? That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of energy credits. We have this. The heck is this? You know what? I think I want to see what this is, because this looks molten, and that could be cool. I don't know. Maybe it's cool. Let's check it out. Giant molten planet? Sure, tell me about it. Hello? Oh, I can't build a colony here, so nothing? Yep. No planet for you. That's it, right? How to build a colony. Establish colony. Hold over the cursor over the sector while holding left alt. Let's see. So if I hold here, it's not colonizable. Okay. Uncommon sector, rare sector. Oh, okay. Okay, so the stars are the rareness, and this is not colonizable, but I could build a factory here. What factory would I build? Man, you guys are taking forever. Do you send me the slow robots? Like they haven't had a vacation in 10 years, robots? Job's done when it's done, Mac. Alright, build production coolant. Yes. So I'm not actually harvesting any water yet, but I could take my tech tree and go up to the top here. Coolant from water. Could build a station for that. I need to claim the sector first, right? I do need to do that. Colony established. Not here, it didn't. Must have been, at Capella. Now they want iron ingot. Yeah, do that. Great. So now, here, what was I doing? I was doing this. Build a station to convert water to coolant. And yeah, we'll pay Earth for construction. So that seems to be what we do. Upgrade tech, copper extraction. Update tech. So the more we do this, the more profitable those operations will be. So it's just gonna keep bugging me to do this, okay? There. Okay, now that I've fully upgraded that one, it's gonna bug me to upgrade this one. Okay, I have only 2 upgrade tech points left. So should I ignore this for a while? I think I will. I need a miner. I need a liquid miner. So let's look at this map here. Where can I get water from? I know I've seen it around. Water. So we have a few deposits. That's not mine, is it? You need to claim the sector first. Seems like I can't claim that sector because it's not mine. But let's go here. That's not mine either. Whose is that? Okay. Energy carrier. Let's jump here. Can I claim you? What does this factory do? It takes iron ingots and it runs them through a fabricator. Pneumotube. Titan ingot. And that creates ferrotitan plate. Can I buy this? Is this what I'm here for? No, I can't. This belongs to somebody else. Okay, which is too bad because this is a great source of water. But let's go back to Earth and see if there's a blueprint for some kind of a water miner. Blueprints. Construction ship, energy carrier, fighter, pacifier. So maybe we use a trader for that. Because it sure doesn't look like our miners do that. Liquids carrier. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for that whole category of thing. Liquids carrier. These are all not especially expensive. And the idea of one of my ships arriving and just like, I don't know if you've seen, maybe it's War of the Worlds. I'm trying to remember. What's the one where the enemy spaceships arrive and they just drop giant hoses into the ocean and suck up all the water? I don't know. Maybe it's that. Anyway, let's build a small one of these because we don't really know how it works. Oh, well, you parked there. Big squawk at me for trying to build a ship. Okay, so how's this going? Oh yeah, you want copper. You want copper. Well, we have supply and demand. Okay. So can I just set up where needed? That seems reasonable. Okay, and maybe copper ingot supply route. Well, in theory, you will eventually have supply there, right? So we'll create that route. Makes sense. But if I jump over to this, you don't have any copper. Oh right, because I wasn't able to build a route yet for this one because it wasn't done. Oh, but now I can. It already exists. Good. So somebody should be flying that over right about now. I don't see anybody leaping into action. Well, maybe you will. Gosh, that's mesmerizing. Nom 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 nom. And then they teleport. It's weird, all of this animation in the factory, like, go down here and go into the machine, and then when you need to get it on the ship, it's just like, yoink, I teleport you into my ship. That's okay, I guess. So what's going on here? Oh, we've got 3 ships building our coolant factory. And if we jump back to Earth, our coolant carrier is good to go. Fill it up with energy, please. And we're back. There it is. Okay. So now this liquid carrier, you can do a water trade route from our best deposit. No, we can't do a trade route yet. So I'm just going to fly it manually. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I believe it's this one. So charge up that drive, and here you are. Now get some water. Wait, is this the wrong one? Tank required. I mean, what ship is this? This is a liquids carrier. So you should be able to... Okay, what did I miss? Did I just misclick? Liquids carrier jump to the planet's surface. Great. So that doesn't require robots. So it will just go down, pick up some water, and come on back. In the meantime, we can check on our coolant station here. It's loading up. And copper, everything, those are working. Iron extractor. This thing is backlogged. Huge. Trader return from the planet's surface. Level up. Fuel production coolant. Unlock tech carbonite ore mining? We can do that. Sure, why not? And then carbon extraction, obviously, but we don't really, again, have a good place to build that. That's fine. That's fine. We'll deal with it later. Iron, copper, nickel, gold. So nobody wants iron. Really? Okay, Earth wants iron. Let's build a trade route for iron to Earth. Oh, huge demand. Fantastic. Great. Okay. Now, if we jump to the system, no, this one? Yeah. So now our fluid carrier. Why do you only have 1 tank of water? Why did you only get 1 tank of water? I'm a little confused about that. Anyway, let's go to the coolant factory here. Huh. And I think our energy carrier is idle, but it shouldn't be. We will need it to go back to being an energy carrier, because when that factory is built, refilling energy coolant. Yep, so that's taken off to coolant, where it should be filling some batteries. I think it did already. Oh, look at they run. Huh. When they don't need to fly, they actually run. I didn't notice that before. Super cool. Super cool, that level of detail. You know, again, I'm reminded of Dwarf Fortress, which if you haven't played, oh, I don't even know whether to suggest that you play. Yeah, you should play it. It's amazing. It's just, there's a lot. But one of the things that you don't see is dwarfs running around and firing little build cannons. You know, that's more of a oxygen not included thing. Look at that. Little shiny headed builder dudes. Fantastic. Okay, so they'll finish this up. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Here we have coolant, copper ingot, iron extractor. So a lot of stuff idle here. Should try to get things moving here. It's my miner T3. What are you? You're stocked with copper. So let's jump you to copper processing. Copper ingot. Copper ingot. Copper. Go. I'm a charging my jump drive. Oh, done. Okay. So we'll dump the copper. I mean, it doesn't need to be there specifically, but cool. So that's a lot of copper. That should move things along. And I bet if I right click on this guy, say auto logic, set ship to mining ore routes, won't work. Free resource zones for ore. I bet it's referring to this. We talked about this, right? I'm going to try that again when this is empty, and I bet it works perfectly. But just in case, I want to check that asteroid. There's another. It's copper. Which one did I just mine out? I forget. I'll check the recording later. But it really seems like after you fly away from an asteroid, it regenerates totally. Oh, time to collect some coin. Vega 2. All right, collect our money. Create a route for copper. Great, perfect. Our liquids carrier is done. Our order on Mars for copper is done, and now Mars wants where it's carbon. Wow, you're gonna have to wait. I don't know. Oh wait, I do have a miner for carbon. Maybe I'll just take my giant T3 and see if I can find a place to mine. This is carbon ore, right? That's fantastic. We'll just go build some. We'll build a carbon processing plant right here, I think. Sure, why not? Tech, carbon extraction. Just upgrade that once, build a station like so. Pay a lot of money for that. And let those guys build. And go back to our copper station. Their miner, that is empty. We can jump that to this asteroid, which is all carbon, as I recall. Here we go. There we go. I'm gonna just eat this. Nom, nom, nom. No resource copper ore. I guess the robots were carrying a little tiny bit of copper, and then there it goes. Ah! In space, no one can hear you scream. All right, so we're collecting carbon there, and we'll take carbon to a station that we're building that will process it, and we can send it to Mars. Eventually we can build a trade route around all of this, but for now, we're doing okay. So let's just check our trade routes again. See who wants what. Earth wants iron. Do we have... We have one for Earth. Should probably create a trade route for copper ingots. Oh no, that's all good. And what about one for copper? Yeah, that's set up. So everything's good except for this plastic plate one here, which we haven't done anything about. And this one wants coolant. Coolant, buddy. Create a water route from here to there. Well, that seems... Let's just check. We want specifically water, right? And we've got deposits all around. So the nearest one would be here. So we can create deposit to demand. And yeah, great. Now I'm gonna zoom in here and auto logic harvest liquid. Great. Okay, so I guess we need another liquid carrier for the product. So, I mean, I always build them on Earth, but is there a really good reason for that? Liquid carrier. Liquids carrier. This is the smallest one. Build that. Yeah, build it right there. Yes, I'm going to pay Earth for construction. Every time. You want to pay Earth? No, if you don't do that. I'm sure I'll be able to build my own later. It's just aggravating right now. Press to collect. All right. The next order will be a plastic plate, which I cannot handle right now. So just gonna pick up my orders. Okay, Earth wants a new order for iron. I think we've already dealt with that one. Okay, so we have a liquid carrier. And, oh, wow. That was fast. That was really fast. Okay, I'm gonna create a coolant route from our supply to our demand, even though we don't have a ship to handle it yet. Well, actually, we do have that other liquid carrier, but it might be mining. I mean, mining? Is mining the word? Mining water. How's the water mining going? It's great. My pickaxe is getting dull. Yeah. So this is almost full. Fully completed. All of the blue ghost is almost full of non-ghosty stuff. And they'll build the internal components. There's a hatch, 0% built. Tank. Battery. Okay, let's do auto logic. You are... I guess that's a trade route. So and then if I check this system that has a demand for it, yeah. Here it is. And I guess it's made its delivery. You can see, well, maybe you can't, but that's topped up a little bit. We've delivered some coolant. We have 248 demand remaining out of an initial 300. So previous order for Earth was iron, and current order is copper ingot. And that will be done. And liquids carrier is finished construction. Okay, everything looks fine so far. Let's check our chips. Carbon idle at Saturn. Oh yes, we're still building our station. But we can check our miner T3. Are you done? Oh, you're not. You're not. It would do a world of good to have faster robots here. How's the asteroid coming along? There's lots of carbon there. Here I was thinking, oh, I'm going to send a giant mining ship over to it, and there's no way. We'll just harvest the whole thing. And, I mean, looks like we're only about halfway through, but the asteroid appears to be winning. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, so this is filling up. I feel like these robots are a little bit inefficient. I'm just gonna hang out for a second. Oh, there. Now I put it down. That one's quick. Who are you? I'm gonna give you a raise. Who are you? You're a robot. Well, that's gonna cause some confusion because I'm pretty sure everybody else you work with is also a robot. Okay, so leave that alone for now. These guys are all busy. Iron ingot is idle. Iron extractor is idle. As far as I know, I'm servicing all of the trade route requests that I can, so... Okay. Carbon. You done yet? Almost done. Getting pretty close now. Looks like the energy carrier's been here, which is good. Battery type 1. When you discover a new sector, if there's any doubt, you can Alt and mouse over the map. And then that will tell you, you know, before I was trying to check the tech tree to be like, can I ever build something here that... No, can't colonize that. So presumably I won't ever be able to harvest from that planet. Okay, so that's complete. And the Earthling ships will take a hike. And my Minor T3 is almost done with that asteroid. I didn't think that was going to take so long. So it takes a long time to fill this thing up. I wonder how long it takes if I send it down to a planet surface. Does it take just as long? Let's check the map. How are we doing for demand and supply here? Okay, the coolant is... I mean, this spends most of its time just sitting here, but ultimately we are delivering coolant to the planet. It's good. And here, there's more in the tanks than before. Gosh, it really doesn't fill up those tanks very much with those small fluid carriers. Have to remember that. Maybe build a larger one next time. Okay, so these both now are looking for... These are both looking for plastic. Liquids carrier arrived. What's available here? Oh yeah, it wants me to claim that for 100,000. Here's my energy carrier. I want to take my energy carrier. I know it's set to auto, but I'm going to break that for a minute. I'm going to fly it there. Charging. And we've arrived. And we can claim the sector. Oh, no. Whoa. Defense 2. What does that mean? That means don't go there. That looks really defended. It's like a lot of defense. So if I claim the sector, am I going to start a war? I don't know. I don't know. Faction's aggression level. Green faction non-aggressive, red faction non-aggressive, ancient's non-aggressive. Well, that seems fine then. Okay, let's set this back to energy carrier. The carbon processor is done, sitting there, waiting for carbon. I mean, I could pull this thing out early, but you know, asteroid, it's like bonus materials, right? It's not always going to be there. If I understand the asteroid mechanic, and I'm still struggling to do that, I think asteroids disappear after you interact with them, and then and then when you revisit them, it might be something different, but I'm not sure. Sell items to change wood, create a resource zone, build ship, build production station, earn energy credits. I mean, it's not here. It doesn't say everything you wanted to know about asteroids, but we're afraid to ask. It's not here. No, it's not here. So we'll just let this finish. And I guess I'll try to infer the rules about asteroids as we play. Okay, Capella 2, press to collect. Oh, now you want carbon also. Well, well, aren't you special? Okay, this is nearly full. Nearly full. Just, why don't you just take a little longer? You guys, you don't need to mine carbon. You're going to be throwing it away. Okay? Like you. You've got this full backpack. Yep, and then you're going to take it back. And it's going to be full, and you're going to go, oh. And then you're just going to throw it out the window. Alright, well, the good news is... do I have to wait for the robots to get in? Jump to carbon station. Go. Go. Skedaddle. Get on. Alright. Drop that carbon ore in there. Cool. So... that's a lot. Now that I know that I can do it both at the same time and there's no harm in it, let's do that. Let's just fill it up. So it looks a little weird to have carbon burning in the furnace. That's a little odd. But now I can build a trade route for carbon to everywhere that has demand. Here, there. I guess that's it. Is that it? That's it. Yeah. Now, since I can't expand that way, I think I'm gonna have to expand that way. Oh, remember the message that we got? We're waiting for you. Find us between the two stars. I think that is up here, this double star on the far side of the map. It said I needed to be level 200. I am not level 200. I am not even close to level 200. Close would be like level 180, you know? Good show, good effort. I'm afraid, like, am I supposed to show up? I don't know if these goals, come find the ancients, I assume that's what that goal is, and get to level 200, are those the same thing? If I show up to the ancients and I'm level 180, you're not worthy. You will be eliminated from the universe. Your genetic information will be used to create protoplasm. We will seed the oceans. I don't know. Well, any further speculation about the ancients was going to have to wait because yeah, I'm running long on this one, so I'm going to split it up and bring more to you for next time. We'll get into the carbon supply chain and start trying to expand, see if we can get one of those really high level star systems. I like the way this is going. I'm a little concerned that, you know, the hostility of everybody is turned down to 0, maybe because of the tutorial, but we'll figure all that out next time. Thanks for joining me this time in the Republic, and we'll see you soon, I hope. Bye for now.